Congress has 1 week left to finish up its work. The big issue facing lawmakers, funding the government, passed this Friday. Talks continue on a huge $1.7 trillion omnibus bill that would last through September. But some Republicans want the next Congress to decide. Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales joins us now with more. Erik?
Well, good evening, Tracy. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell said he and his members plan to leave town by Friday, putting the pressure on lawmakers to either pass a government funding bill or approve a continuing resolution until September. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell both favor an omnibus appropriations bill.
It's on a path to a year-long government spending bill. Well, some of that year has already been eaten up, but ensuring that all agencies get the funding they need to serve the people.
I think we're very close to getting an omnibus appropriation bill that would be, I think, broadly appealing.
Senator Richard Shelby is the lead Republican working on the omnibus agreement.
Are we going to get this done before
I think we are. We have an agreement in principle now. We've got to do some allocations, which will get into particulars of who gets what.
Senator Shelby and Appropriations Committee Chair Democrat Patrick Leahy are the main Senate negotiators, and both are retiring. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy says that's not the way to do business.
The two people who will not be here are held accountable to their constituents. That they're going to determine this? We think it's wrong.
Budget Committee member Senator Rick Scott tells me government funding should not reflect Democrat priorities.
We now know we're going to have a Republican House starting in January. Why wouldn't we give them the opportunity to pass a budget? Why would we have the end-of-year spending bill that Pelosi gets to decide what's in it? That doesn't make any sense.
And Senator John Kennedy tells me he won't vote for an omnibus package, unveiled with only days remaining in the congressional session.
And it doesn't bother me to do a bunch of short-term CRs, of a few weeks or a few days in order to get it right. I want to get it right.
Both sides are still working on the details of that omnibus bill. We'll keep you updated. Tracy.
Well, Erik, as you know, today was a big day for that January 6th committee investigating the insurrection at the Capitol. As expected, they did recommend 4 criminal referrals brought against former President Donald Trump. What more can you tell us, Erik?
Well, they certainly did. The referrals consist of everything from obstruction of an official proceeding, conspiracy to defraud the government, and even inciting an insurrection. But we have to remember that these are only referrals. They do not have any real legal weight. The committee suggested to the Department of Justice on whether or not to file charges against former President Donald Trump, but it is ultimately up to the DOJ to decide that. On Wednesday, the full committee plans to release its full report in the House, and Republicans are also planning to release a report of their own. Republicans on the House side, 100-page plus report that talks about Capitol security that day and the failures by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. At the Capitol, Erik Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.